Hello, Johnny. I fancy seeing you in here of all places. We're all so excited that you've decided to visit us. We're going to tweet. Well, everybody else is going to tweet. I'm not. Not yet, anyway, but you never know. Stranger things have happened. Now, since you're here to tell everyone about your book, I have one question for you. And here in Second Life, we would all love to know. So pray do tell.
Exciting for me. I've never been in here before. I can't believe what everybody looks like. You're all so extraordinary. Although I look pretty extraordinary too, don't I?
You do.
Sitting back so loosely. I think I look like Shelley or Byron, Lord Byron, sitting so regally on my Union Jack chair. I'm very excited to be here, and I'm going to read you a couple of things from the book tonight, and Ranters itself. The biggest nightclub in Europe, Barbarella's. Everything is shades of dimly lit red. It feels red. It smells red. The carpet is orange dark, and it's nice and warm inside after our 20-minute walk through the city centre to get here. Walk another 20 feet or so past the entrance to a small bar into which I've never possible. One's always vulnerable standing there, open to attack, especially after the alcohol has had its way with the more violently minded punters. At the end of the red tunnel, Nick and I turn into the main club room. The music is now so loud that everyone has to shout to have an outside chance of getting heard. Communication adjusts to a new level of minimalism. Instincts surge. The DJ, Wayne, the plastic poser, is playing reggae. Cocaine in My Brain by Dillinger. Music has never sounded better than it sounds in this room. Beneath the DJ booth there is a dance floor the size of a double-width garage, filled with punks and new wavers. Nick and I definitely qualify as the latter. We both still wear our hair quite long, and I'm still in glasses, a punk no-no. No more glam rock duds. He has on a plain white shirt and skinny black tie. I have a black shirt on which I've stenciled 1977 across my heart, in homage to The Clash. Good night for Nick. I'm in my first year at college and wonder how many nights I've had to lie to my parents who think I'm doing work at Nick's house. On the stage, roadies check mics, keyboards, amps. We go up the steps to the bar, order 2 Cokes, and I light a cigarette. A player's number 6, the schoolboy's choice. This is the best view of the stage, and there's no danger of getting showered in spittle, which has happened to me a few times watching The Clash and Generation X. Tonight the club is as full as I've ever seen it. And they're about to explode. This is February 1978, and tomorrow they'll film their new single, Denise, for a spot on Top of the Pops. Debbie Harry will become an overnight sensation. Time ticks by slowly. We're making those Cokes last. More cigs get smoked. Both of us secretly hope the band won't be on too late. It was the movie made the 1 o'clock nightclub. The opening act has been gone. The crowd has grown and no one's interested anymore in what DJ Wayne is playing. Every new song just means another 3 minutes before the lights go down and the band hits the stage. The kids down front are chanting, Blondie, Blondie, Blondie. Nick and I smile to each other. We've made it. I contracted crabs in the US and thought I'd gotten rid of it. But in the shower at Mum and Dad's, I scratched away at some scabby thing on my chest and the little fucker went scuttling away down my leg, damn it. I knew this one was not for the mum. Dad rose to the occasion admirably. There was no judgment, simply, you better not let your mother know about this. He took off all my bed sheets and secretly put them into the washing machine, practically boiling them down to paper. The other necessity for the touring musician is the day sheet, usually slipped under the hotel room door while the occupant is still asleep. Regardless of the degree of befuddlement, the day sheet information was always quite clear. Today is October 3rd. It is Friday. You are in Chicago. Today is a show day. Soundcheck is at 4 p.m. You almost expected it to say, your name is John.
That's fun.
I think Coachella right at the beginning, we're going to be reading about that at the end. Coachella was definitely a high point. I mean, it was a tour of high points. You know, our tour manager Craig said it was the tour of hyperbole, because every day I would be saying that was the best show we've ever played in Rio. Selexia era. What makes me feel the best? I love life. I love feeling good. I love, you know, when I've had a good night's sleep and I've got energy. You know, I'm good to go. You know, I don't need much. You know, clean air, fast car, fast. Nigel asks if we're planning to come to Minnesota. Well, right now in the US, we're going to go to New York publishers, because I want to go to other towns as well. But they need a lot of pushing and encouraging. So write to Dutton, email Dutton and tell them you want me to come to your town. Any kiss and tells
In there
with famous females? No, that's not, that I really...
Is your secret?
Yeah, I mean... How do we come up with material to write about? Carnada. Oh yeah, hi. Boys like girls. Yeah, I was hanging with those guys in Memphis a couple of weeks ago. Well, you know, there's always things to write about, you know. I mean, real life's hard enough for me. Amazon said sooner than later. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Do I believe in shame? Yes, most definitely. In fact, shame features quite heavily in the second half of the book. Changed in the last 30 years. Cell phones, computers, SUVs, nose hair trimmers, supplements, Propecia, paperless itineraries, in-room humidifiers, pre-show massage, Twitter, Spotify, Second Life. Touring with 3,000 songs in my pocket and 30 books on an iPad. Therapy by Skype. Great coffee everywhere. Another difference is out there, where there are just as many men as women in the audience tonight. At day's end, my job is to be a catalyst for connectivity, to help bring people closer together, men and women, girls and boys. That's what the music has done for me. There's quite a bit about my mom and dad in the book, actually. Somebody said to me last week, it's a love letter to your mom and dad, this book, isn't it? I said, yes, actually it is. And then somebody else said, it's a love letter to Birmingham, this book, isn't it? I said, yeah, actually it is. So. Simon are on Twitter and Roger is on Facebook. I think it's a way that we get to cover, you know, a lot of area between us, a lot of ground. And it's all time consuming. You can't do everything, you know. Would you like to come back to Budapest? Yes, of course, I'd love to come back to Budapest, although I'm quite looking forward to a few months not going anywhere, actually. I think the Beatles are my biggest influence, and then Bowie, and then Bernard Edwards, you know, in that order. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame shunning us. Eddie, I don't give a... Clothes always fit you. Life is a And Nick, I gave him a copy last week, but he's not going to read it because he said he doesn't want it to influence the book that he's going to write one day. So I said, good, makes sense. We've been talking about Nick in the Huffington Post this weekend. It's all in there, but he's doing better than he was in New York, but he definitely needed a break. And I think he's on vacation now, somewhere hot. So I'm sure he's doing much better.
He said he liked our video, didn't he?
Oh,
Really
he loved it!
The undergoing treatment party video.
He played it me, he was so happy with it. Really cheered him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great, that's what we want.
And the feeling that hits you when one note rubs against another in a way that sets the hair up on the back of your neck, and the sound of the crowd, and the feeling of adrenaline that charges through my body when I hear it, holding that 4-string machine gun on stage, less than 6 feet away from you. Simon is running through his vocal warmth, which we so often rib him about. Nick has a plastic cup in his left hand and he's taking sips from it, now reaching his right hand upward to flash a snapshot. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me. That was fantastic.
Really?
Yeah, that was so much fun.
What do you think now?
Well, the energy is just so.
It is
so great.
vibrant. Isn't
Yeah.
It is alive. We are alive. Second Life is alive, and the DBU is very much alive.
And it's great having this. It's great having this visual. I mean, I love getting on. I love getting on my tweet deck and doing, and having like. So much, everybody, for being here and making me welcome.
Thank you very much, John, and I hope we can do it again.
Yeah.
And thank you all for coming.
Thank you, everybody.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.